Good morning, everybody, and happy snowy Tuesday morning. Please be careful on the roads as it is definitely coming down today. But we have a great show for you this morning. We have Heads Up for Hope coming in. They are our weekly charitable organization that we like to feature for Colorado Gives coming up soon. As well, we're going to find out why food is our friend. And we have a very special guest, Tracy Kimball, who's going to come in and sing her very first single that's been put out just last month. It's going to be a great morning, so sit back, relax. Your Good Morning Vail for Tuesday morning starts right now with me, Liz.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Center. Like I said, a lot of snowpack that we had falling overnight, and we have a 70% chance of same throughout the day. This morning, as of 8 a.m., it's going to be only 19 degrees. Your high today is only 21 degrees. Lots of morning snow showers. Please be safe there on the roads, everybody. We're going to take a look right now at the sorry. We have a little communication thing with my little clicker over here. So anyways, we're going to take a look at the day right now. We have a few snow showers by noon, still 19 degrees. And then we're going to still have mostly cloudy skies by 4 p.m. and maybe the snow will lighten up a little bit by then. By 8 p.m., clear skies and 15 degrees. So we get a little stargazing tonight after the big snowfall. We take a look right now at the I-70 corridor. Down in Denver, it's 15% chance of precipitation with 38 degrees, a little warmer on that side. 70% chance of snowfall in Vail with 21 degrees for your high. 30% chance of snowfall in Eagle, 29 for your high, and 24 for your high in Avon with a 70% chance of precipitation. Now we're going to see what the whole entire week looks like. As we get into tomorrow, it clears up with mostly sunny skies, 39 for your high and 22 degrees for your low. On Thursday, mostly sunny again, 39 for your high, a balmy day, 25 degrees for your low. By Friday, partly cloudy skies, 51 for your high, which is going to be a nice warm day and a break for this cold. 25 degrees for your low. Saturday, mostly cloudy skies with 51 for your high, 34 for your low. And then by Sunday, we will have overcast skies, 41 degrees for your high and 29 degrees for your low. And that is a look at your weather for your Tuesday morning. We'll be back with Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Coming at you from around the world. The biggest names in sports, entertainment, and business.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's no way.
Exclusive access and one-on-one conversations.
Yeah, you guys really did some deep research.
I don't think we should give him any more information.
In depth with Graham Bensinger.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
Where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
I'm Jason Kennedy, and this is The Wager. Let's go, Wes! We've all heard about this pickleball craze. Celebrities are playing pickleball matches all the time, and they're challenging each other to these ridiculous bets. Now I'm bringing the cameras to their house with new celebrities and a new bet every week.
Hell of a rally there.
It's just real, genuine conversation.
I got invited to Usher's birthday party. What am I doing here?
And some pretty crazy antics.
This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. This is a scooter. Have you had it the whole time?
I have not. It's actually the third time I've owned the car.
Sell, regret, sell, regret. To the actual prototype GT40, I got to sit in that car.
Oh, I gotta get me one of these, man.
We've got all the muscle, the speed, and the stories.
I got stage 4 cancer. A bunch of friends came together and decided that this thing needed to get done then. A lot of friends came together and made this thing happen.
Hey, if it has an engine and a story, you're going to hear about it on rides. Almost every vehicle, doesn't matter what walk of life you're from, there's some tie to your past.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, and I told you we had some wonderful guests coming in from Heads Up for Hope. Now, this is a wonderful non-for-profit organization, and like I said, every Tuesday we feature a special group in our community that gives back, and that we have Colorado Gives Day and Colorado Gives and Eagle County Gives all coming up, so we're going to find out what the deal is with Heads Up for Hope. I happen to know what you guys do, and you're wonderful Elizabeth Sullivan and Diane Smook. How are you ladies this morning?
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, first I want to say thanks for driving in. I know you came all the way from Eagle in this crazy weather, and you came from Edwards, so did I. But we made it because this is an important subject. Now, let's find out what's going on with Heads Up for Hope. How are you participating in Colorado Gives? And then we also want to let everybody know, in case they've been living in a shelter somewhere or a cave, what you guys are all about.
Absolutely. You want to start?
Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
It's our pleasure to be here.
Nice
Thanks
to have you, too.
Yes. Heads Up for Hope was a nonprofit that was started about 2018 by two people who had brain injuries with not a lot of resources in our community. So they put an ad in the paper and people showed up.
Nice.
Nice, okay. And from there, we have moved on to be an official nonprofit. We now, we have meetings, support meetings.
Nice.
Tuesdays, first and third Tuesday of the month. Anybody is welcome to join us. It's a trigger-free environment. People can share their challenges, frustrations, but most importantly, we celebrate their accomplishments. And sometimes the accomplishments are so tiny that everybody else doesn't recognize it, but we do.
Especially with a brain injury,
Right.
you don't know how limited you've become once you achieve
Yes.
something like that.
Yes.
So it's always a goal when you take another step forward towards being better.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and we help survivors and caregivers. So we have
I love that.
people that come that are caregivers for brain injured survivor people. And that's huge too, because you need to support the caregivers just as much as the brain injured.
Sometimes it might even be more harrowing on the caregiver because they have a lot more to attend to as opposed, I mean, you know, it's a struggle no matter what. I mean, obviously if you're going through a traumatic brain injury, it can't be anything but a challenge from there on in. But then the people, the altruistic people like you guys and the caregivers that rally around somebody that's going through this, it's awesome. I'm amazed it only started not too long ago because it seems like something that's been around forever, or at least should have been around forever.
Right. Well, we started it because there was
You
no...
guys started it?
Well, the two people she was talking about started a different group. And then four of us came together in 2018 and said there's no resources here for the brain injured people or population. There's no support, there's no resources. So we're trying to change that. This is our third year participating in Colorado Gives Day, Eagle County Gives Day, and every year we perpetually, that's a new word,
Professionally, if you can spell it, we will use it.
Okay. We go higher and higher on what we bring in, and we want to do that because we want to offer more resources for our population.
I think it's a very beautiful thing. What made both of you ladies get involved in something like this?
Well, you know my story.
I do, but if you want to share a tiny bit of it.
Sure. I have a son that was at the ski academy, and his junior year he had a traumatic brain injury at the Aspen Open, and it's changed his life. So he lives,
and yours.
Yep, and he lives in a brain injury residential house in Denver, hence because there's nothing up here.
Wow.
Yep. And then Diane's story.
So I was an occupational therapist for 40 years.
Oh, wow. No wonder I love her so much. You just have this great energy about it.
Thank you.
You do.
And when my husband and I retired to Colorado, I was looking for something to volunteer.
Okay.
So I saw this little ad in the paper that said, first ever brain injury support group. And I said, oh, maybe I can go and help out a little bit.
Nice.
And that's all I wanted to do. Until they figured out who I was and what I was able to do. And they lassoed me, put me on the board.
Wow.
And the rest is history.
I think that's amazing.
It's amazing.
It really
it's amazing.
is. And what I love is that you didn't have to have a personal situation that brought you into this topic of help. You just want to be somebody that helps. You want to be a charitable human being. And I think that a lot of people in our community are like that. Yeah. And I know if you guys are looking for more volunteers or anything like that, but we want to give the people information on how to reach you. And I know you have some kind of little barcode that we can scan for that. Yes. And I'm going to stick this on my car right next to my
thank you.
My rock and roll never dies sticker. But,
so the interesting thing about our participants in our brain injury support group is that if you would come and visit us on one of our meeting days, everybody looks just like you and me.
Ah.
So it's a hidden problem.
Right. That makes sense.
And so for our participants, their family members, their friends, their coworkers, their bosses, their community members see them as what they were, but they don't function the way they used to.
Right.
And behavior is a huge thing.
Yep.
So
also reactionary
behavior. We have cross-population of brain-injured people with a lot of mental and behavioral issues and problems.
And it's hard to tell the difference, right?
And yes, and somebody, just like Diane said, you can look fine, but then your behavior is a little off.
Right.
And
or a lot off.
Or a lot off.
And people don't sometimes understand that it could be something just like, and even if it's a brain injury or a emotional mental disposition, people should be a little bit more understanding and a little bit more
we think
nurturing
so
for this. So I guess that's why you guys came in, because I can't believe what an overlooked situation. I mean, how many people fall on their heads out here?
A lot.
Or hit their heads on trees. I mean, I fell on my head 3 times and I don't even ski.
And then we see people riding their bikes without helmets.
Right.
And we have
that makes you nervous.
We're just like, no, don't do that. Kids and adults.
Oh, I know. I mean, adults don't want to look stupid.
I was skiing Sunday, and there was a guy right in front of me, probably my age, and no helmet. And
skiing?
Yes. Oh, yep. So we want to bring awareness around the things that you can do to help your situation and your noggin and your brain.
Yes.
We always say, what's the most important part of your brain? I'm sorry, your body.
Your head.
And it's your head.
Right.
It is your head.
Yep. Now, do you guys also do, it sounds like you wouldn't have to, but do you do any kind of information for people where they have precautionary measures and ways to prevent brain injuries from occurring? I know they sound like simple things, but obviously they're not penetrating. So I didn't know if you guys do a little thing online or anything like, these are ways to prevent.
We do not.
We have several goals, and one of the goals is to enhance education for preventing brain injuries. Because if you prevent the brain injury, then you don't have to deal with the brain injury or the after effects. And it's not just even a brain injury; it's a concussion.
Yeah,
a concussion can really alter people for a bit of time.
And people don't always know they have a concussion.
And they don't always know. They hit their head, they go home.
Go to sleep.
And then the next day they have a hard time. So the beauty of the support group is that everybody in the support group understands what you're going through, even though everybody's an individual and has individual aspects of, of impairment. And that is a sense of community within that brain injury community.
Yeah,
so from our support group, many of our participants have developed friendships, and they do things together outside, 1 or 2 or 3 of them. And so they can't go to happy hour because they can't tolerate the lights and the noise. But they can still engage with some friends doing something simple like going on this walk, taking the dog for a walk, going
to
fishing,
the park
go to the park.
Yes.
We also offer special events. So we've had a painting class. We've had cooking classes. We've gone to the horse rescue, which is amazing.
Yeah,
the horse rescue,
here.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
We've had special speakers come to our meetings to talk about other resources within our community. And
we are doing a huge push
Let's do it.
for money because we have very exciting news. We are bringing in Kevin Pierce, who was an Olympian.
Wow.
Going to the Olympics in 2010 and had a traumatic brain injury in the half pipe. He and his brother started a foundation called Love Your Brain Foundation. We are bringing him in next September in conjunction with the Ski Academy and VSSA, the Ski Academy and Ski Club.
Right.
And we're going to do a huge fundraiser.
I'm so excited. Do you know when?
Yes, September 17th and 18th.
Okay.
Yep.
We're excited.
We had to lock him in because he's a very kind of famous person in the brain injury world.
Right.
He's very famous.
That's amazing. What a grab, huh?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going to need a lot of help. You know, time, talent, treasures.
Okay.
That's what nonprofits look for.
That's right.
So if you have any of the above, we are looking for you.
And it's headsupforhope.org. Correct?
Yes.
So you can go to headsupforhope.org and find out how you can volunteer, how you can donate. And please remember, Colorado Gives Day is just around the corner. Eagle County Gives and all of the other good stuff. So we want to make sure that this is one of your non-for-profit organizations that you look forward to donating to and volunteering for. I can't thank you ladies enough. I told you 10 minutes goes by really fast. It's Elizabeth Sullivan and Diane Smook from Heads Up for Hope. We can't thank you ladies enough for being here with us and for going through the treacherous snow to get here. It's Good Morning Vail, everybody, on TV8. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Good morning, Vail. You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Experience the magic of the season like never before with the Leadville Railroad on our Holiday Express. Gather the family for an enchanting journey filled with dazzling displays of twinkling lights and festive decorations. Create cherished memories that will last a lifetime on this unforgettable train adventure that captures the spirit of the holidays. Booking information at leadvillerailroad.com.
Hi, it's Julio Garcia with TV8, and we're about to add some extra jolly to your holiday season. Join us for TV8's 12 Days Before Christmas and ring in the New Year advertising specials. For just $250, you can advertise your business on TV8 during the all-important holiday season. We'll run your commercial spot 10 times per day for 12 days. That's 120 spots to help drive traffic to your business. Choose the 12 Days of Christmas or run your ad during the Ring in the New Year special, which starts on December 26th and runs for 12 days. Or better yet, purchase both for just $450. Don't have a commercial? Don't worry, TV8 will help create one from your photos or videos at no extra charge. So don't delay, a deal this good won't last long. Contact the station to reserve your spot, and from all of us at TV8, have a wonderful holiday season.
Welcome back, everybody. It's your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail here on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and I have somebody very special next to my face here on a Zoom meeting, and this is Dr. Uma Naidu. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Liz. It's so great to see you.
I'm so happy to have you here. Now, you are the author of Calm Your Mind with Food. Now, what people don't understand is that you can have a stress-free life depending upon the foods that you eat, not only in your everyday world, but especially coming up for the holidays. We have so much food coming our way to feast upon, but we have a lot of anxiety and things like that. Now, we did not know that certain foods can reduce anxiety. I'm going to show everybody this book that you wrote.
Thank you.
And I would love to hear a little bit more information on this. So what they say is a key component of anxiety reducing diet is fiber. Now, that's very intriguing, and I really want to know more about fiber because, you think of what fiber's goal is or role is, but there's more to it than that, and I would love to hear from you exactly what that is all about.
Thank you so much, Liz. When we hear the word fiber, we often think about an orange drink or something our grandmothers have, but the truth is that fiber is in all these foods right here, the vegetables, the fruit, the beans, nuts, seeds, legumes, very satiating to us and actually takes care of our gut health. We've heard about the gut microbiome. There are trillions of microbes that live there. We need to feed them, and fiber is just satiating, keeps us full, but also takes care of our gut health, which is related to our brain health. So I just want you to think, add more whole foods in. Even something like an avocado is rich in fiber.
Healthy.
So make sure that you add those in because it has healthy fat and fiber. But also like people to have things that they can remember when they're on the go because it is a busy season and I want you to be able to enjoy it. So have this little acronym called CALM, CALMS. Very easy. I want you to think vitamin C from your citrus fruit, your lemons and limes that you might add to your water or squeeze into your salad, but also clementines, mandarins, those fruit that have vitamin C in them. Then I want you to think, you'll love this one, extra dark chocolate. Extra dark chocolate is really good for you, not the candy bars, but the ones that are super dark.
With the cacao.
Also something, exactly, 70% or higher of cacao is exactly what you want to be looking for. Chickpeas is another one to think about because it has fiber. It's really, it's rich in tryptophan. It's got a lot of stuff that's good to keep your mind calm. So the C is colors, these textures, the fiber as well. Then I want you to think A. A is this beautiful color. Anthocyanins is what gives blueberries this beautiful color. I want you to think, adding a little bit, a quarter cup or so of blueberries to your diet every day. Add that in as fruit. It also has fiber in it, as well as nutrients that you need. And then ashwagandha. Now, ashwagandha has been used in Ayurvedic times, but it's very bitter tasting. So think of a supplement powder or a pill there. And definitely speak to your doctor if you're thinking about it, because ashwagandha can help anxiety, but your doctor will know what else you might be taking.
I was going to ask you, ashwagandha is a natural resource for people who have anxiety and a high central nervous system. Isn't that correct? It's kind of like an herb that you could possibly take for that.
It is an herb. Exactly. Okay. And because it's bitter tasting, I look for usually a powder or a pill.
Right.
But it has some good evidence for calming the mind, and it's worth looking at. I just want people to, because they take other medications to make sure their doctors know.
And that's a natural remedy.
It is a natural remedy, and it can be bought as a supplement these days as well. Then the L is for liquids. I want you to remember your water. I want you to hydrate on the go, keep your sustainable water bottle, but also think about making yourself a calming tea like passion flower tea, because that will keep you not only hydrated, when you're hydrated, believe it or not, you are less anxious. So important to remember there. Then the M is for more omega-3s, which you can get from something like salmon. Today I just have a can of salmon here, but you can get it from your fresh salmon, from your seafood department, whatever, however you might be able to purchase it. And the other M, by the way, you can also get omegas if you don't consume seafood from flax seeds, hemp seeds, and the like. You get those there as well, healthy fats for your brain, for your body. Now, the other M is magnesium. A lot of Americans don't consume enough magnesium. So add these in. Really, whole foods is the easiest, best way to get that in. And the last part of carbs is the S for spices and herbs. So I have my little spice box here. You know, the holidays are full of warming spices and holiday spices. Add them into your food. Add in those fresh herbs. I've got some oregano here. You know, there's lots of delicious herbs we use for Thanksgiving and the holidays. Add them in because herbs and spices are low calorie or no calorie. They have rich antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, so they are super easy add-in. So overall, I want you to think fiber, which you can get from all these foods on this table. You know, plant foods all have fiber in them. You don't get fiber from animal or seafood proteins, but you know you have everything else with your vegetables, your herbs, your spices. So add those in. Add those in your chickpeas, your beans, your nuts and seeds. Really gives you what you need for a good basis to keep yourself calm.
Well, I just love all of this information. And the one thing I learned, and since you are a certified board psychologist and chef and a nutritionist, is magnesium good for helping people get restful sleeps?
It really is. So magnesium, it's great that you say that, Liz, because a lot of people who are anxious may not sleep well. They don't connect the two.
That would be me.
They just feel like, you know, maybe it's their sleep. Magnesium really helps. There are different forms of magnesium that you can get if you're taking a supplement. You just want to speak to your doctor about that, but you can also get it from food. Another great tip for sleeping better, in addition to magnesium, is melatonin can be found in things like chickpeas and eggs. And so I say to people, you know, flip your breakfast to dinner. Have an omelet, an early dinner. Have an omelet which is rich in some of those foods and nutrients that can help you ease yourself into sleep as well.
I can't thank you enough for being here with us. And we've learned a lot. There are so many great foods out there and spices and fruits and vegetables that we can do. And it will help our brains and our minds and our just everything just work and feel a little bit better. Calm Your Mind with Food, written by Uma Haidu. Thank you so much, dear, for being with us this morning. I think we've taken a lot away with us. And to have somebody with your expertise, it's just a wonderful thing to have here on Good Morning Vail here on TV8. So we've learned a lot. And how do we get your book? Are you on Amazon?
I am on Amazon. I'm on my own website, umanaidumd.com. Follow me on social at DRUMANAIDOO and get my free newsletter.
Perfectly. They might even have your book over at the Bookworm here in Edwards.
That's
we can't
right.
thank you enough for being with us. Calm Your Mind with Food by Dr. Uma Haidu. Grab it today and learn a lot of how we can take care of ourselves through food. You have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for being with us, Doctor.
Thank you, Liz.
All right, we'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail after this word on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No. Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I'm having the greatest morning. It's Tuesday morning, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of the great guests that we have going on here this morning, especially musicians that made it through the snow this early in the morning, so thanks for that. This is the beautiful Tracy Kimball, everybody. You are so wonderful. I've met you years ago, and I've been watching you grow as a local musician and singer, and you've always been hanging out with this guy. Everybody knows who Sam B is, right? Sam B Music, of course, and we know that you've got a lot of music out, and you've got the Snake Rope it's out.
She helped me write Snake Rope.
I
So
know.
she's a co-writer of Snake
If you've
Rope.
noticed, I put a picture of you, a video of you doing the Snake Rope on social media last night. But you have also written, produced, and come out with your own single, and it's called American Dream. Before you sing that, tell us about how you came about with this song. And, we all have a different version of what the American Dream is, so what's yours?
So I would say, my inspiration for the song was just kind of just like the environment that we're in right now, as far as like the political and everything going on in the United States. But I think a lot of the topics in the song are very, everyone can get along with it, and everyone can agree on a lot of these. And I feel it doesn't matter what side you're on. We're all just Americans trying to live the best life we can have. And
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the way you have that outlook, because what else are we going to do? Are we going to just fight forever, or are we going to come together and
We all
work
got
it
to talk
out?
to each other.
Yes,
We just start talking to each other
And
again.
whenever we find common ground, that's the best thing to do, is find common ground and find things that we all can agree that we need to fix, and together we can fix things. And I think that's a lot of that we need to do, is just talk and be friends again. So.
Tracy Kimball for president, everybody. I'm not kidding. I mean, that's the greatest outlook. It just, there's no divide. There's just communication and warmth and just altruism.
I'm tired of being mad at each other.
Yeah,
and we have a lot more in common than we don't. We all love
That's
our
correct.
friends, our families, music. So
And
it
I mean,
doesn't matter.
You guys are too young to remember this, but people didn't even used to talk about politics or who they voted for.
Right.
It was a
They would still
personal
hang out.
thing,
Yeah.
and now
Exactly.
it's all out there and it's dividing us.
Exactly.
And I think
This
that's
is-
divisive, and I think that's part of the song, too.
Oh my God, I'm so excited and really, really proud of you. You've come such a long way. And these guys are so talented, you all. To find you guys before you do your wonderful song, how do we find you online, and how do we get your song and your albums and all the other good stuff?
So you can find me on Instagram, X, Facebook, Tracy Kimball Music, and then TracyKimballMusic.com is my website.
Nice. Okay. Now you guys have been working together for quite a while now.
Yep.
Yes, for about a year.
A little over a year.
Well, you would think it was a lot longer than that.
You would think, yep.
Yeah, we got some
your-
good synergy together.
Your vibe is good.
Yeah, we're great.
I
So
love
it's a good
that.
team, yin and yang.
Yay! And I think that's wonderful. So I would like to just stop talking because people don't need to hear me talk. People want to hear your song. This is The American Dream, Tracy Kimball and Sam B. Everybody, take it away, you guys. I'm going to get over here and watch from the audience side.
You ready?
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3.
About the American dream, what did I get? A whole lot of nothing and a whole lot of stress. My daddy's in prison, my mama's under. Thank God for my grandma, she had lots of love, but not enough money. Her checks ran out fast, so I did what I had to do to make some cash. I can't say it on TV. About the American dream. What did I get? A whole lot of addiction and a whole lot of regret. I'm so messed up, I can't deny. I hate myself so I'm high all the time. But all of us are messed up though it's organized. Big pharma likes to keep us dumb and zombified. We're working with the government to let us die. Let us die. I bought the American dream. What did I get? A whole lot of sickness and a whole lot of debt. I can't see the doctor cause of no bill I owe. And so they told me to go on home. I went to another doctor with a different name, but they kicked me out because the owner's the same. Who can I see before I die? They don't care, they don't want me alive. I bought the American dream. What did I get? A whole lot of nothing and expensive rent. This house is falling apart. Where do I move? My mortgage now costs less than rent in a room. So where do you go when you need more than you have? And now you gotta depend on Uncle Sam. I bought the American dream. What did I get? A whole lot of war and high taxes. The government has my money, but where does it go? As being laundered in Ukraine and still blowing up homes. I went to Afghanistan to set people free, and then one day they just randomly leave. Why did we go? Was what I doing right? Or was I just a pawn in this fight? Tyler lost an arm and his legs, Rick his whole face, and John is in his final resting place. And now they take a bottle to escape, to forget for another night's sake. War profits keep my brothers at home. We don't need to be the world's Iron Dome. God bless America, the new age Rome. God bless America, the new age Rome. God bless America, the new age Rome. And God bless America, the new age Rome. I bought the American dream. What did I get? A whole lot of lies and a whole lot of mess.
Yay! That was fantastic. First of all, the words are incredible.
Thank
Your voice sounds like nobody else, which is great. Come up with that.
You know, I had the first part of it written in like just a couple hours, and then
wow.
I talked to one of my friends who went to Afghanistan and to Iraq, and
wow.
You know, he was talking to me about the biggest struggle that is really talked about. Not talked about is just a lot of the emotion of why did we just leave Afghanistan? Did everything I do was that for nothing?
For naught, yeah.
Why did we do that? And that struggle that he has, and a lot of his friends have, and a lot of other veterans have, is just the sadness of it, like what was it for? And so, there's a lot of addiction going on. There's a lot of struggles with them. There's a lot of sad stuff going on. And I just feel like I wanted to add that into the song. And so I did that. It just took about 20 more minutes just because of the conversation we had.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a key integral part, of the song because it makes all of us think. It resonates deep within all of us.
Sure.
Yeah, provocative. I like that word. And I mean, it's just something that we can all rally around, and the message is big, and it's really, really important for everybody to just, music really does tell us so many great stories, and it really wraps up the mindset of all of us, even if we don't want to agree.
Yep.
The one thing that always brings us all together is music.
Exactly.
And that's why I'm so grateful for you guys for what you do, because you bring us all together. No matter what, music can soothe the soul, it can calm us, it can teach us, and it can also make us more aware and, I hate the word awoke, whatever the word is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if we all get together, and that's what music does, it's for the camaraderie of it all, and just to have a special gift to bring to everybody else, like you guys do, and to make us sit and listen and
we can
maybe
start the
reflect.
conversation.
Any song can start a conversation, which I think is a magical thing for everybody. And
this one especially, though, that's what I liked about it. Just personally, like writing it, being part of it. I had to come up with a guitar part, you know, just because she's a writer, so she has an idea.
Right.
And then I'll be like, okay, so
I'll
try to match the melody or whatever.
Yeah, it really does go with her unique sound, too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the song, what I liked about it originally is it had no guitar. And it was all about the lyrics.
Nice.
We were going to have it a cappella, but then I wanted to add some drums into it and some guitar.
Well, you know, you can mix this song up any way you want, you know, depending on if you want to perform it a cappella, that would be amazing because people are just gripped.
Yeah.
And then when you have it with the band, it's a little bit more lively and a little bit more energy. So
I think we
either
should
way.
Release it too as a cappella.
I think so. I think it would be amazing.
But
just like the way you two just sat here and just sing it with your heart like that, you could totally pull that off because, well, you guys are just talented anyway.
And I mainly needed him in the song. Well, I need him in every song, but I needed him in the song just for the Uncle Sam part mainly.
The Uncle Sam part. You can watch the video. There's a video on YouTube, guys. You can check it out.
For sure.
Just like all our other videos.
Right. So, I mean, both of you, please give your websites out so everybody can know where to find you and maybe book you for some great events.
Sure. Yeah, Tracy, go ahead.
Yeah, Tracy Kimball Music. Just look me up there. YouTube is where you'll find the music videos, just Tracy Kimball Music as well.
Perfect. And Sam B Music.
So you can look me up. It's Sam E.BW, Sammy B.
Aha!
So you can find me on Spotify and Instagram under that handle now.
And his new
Sam
album.
E.B. And I have a new album.
I know.
Everyone's searching. So
we'll have to
out
come
now.
back.
That's amazing. You guys are just really killing it. And if you want to see Sam B half naked on social media, look for him there.
Did you?
Yes,
you gotta
I
send
did.
it to me,
We
Liz.
need that. I never will be the same again.
Come on. It was majestic, I know.
All right, why don't you just roll us out of here onto the break with a little melody on your guitar. I don't know. Yeah. We're going to just cut the break anyway. Sam B and Tracy Kimball, please check out their music.
Thank you so much.
Live, everybody. We'll be right back on Good Morning Vail after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Discover the perfect blend of style and performance in your eyewear at Eyepieces. With convenient locations in Vail Village, Lions Head, Beaver Creek, Edwards, Basalt, and Snowmass, Eyepieces is the destination for luxury eyewear and high-performance optics. From iconic brands to the latest in sport frames and snow goggles, we have the eyewear to match your mountain lifestyle. Plus, we offer prescription lens services, including eye exams, custom lenses, and prescription goggles for your mountain adventures. Visit us today to experience the art of vision. Eyepieces, serving the Vail Valley's vision needs for over 40 years.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at nantucketropebracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
Coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. Their NFL insider, one of them, is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. Ooh. Eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. It's your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail here on TV8. I'm Liz, and I'm just going to roll through some amazing guests today. Now, I love you so much. We have Claire Noble from the Eagle County government right here, right now, and I miss you. I haven't seen you here in a while, so I'm super happy to see your absolutely beautiful face and to hear about all the things that are going on. I know you want to talk about what's going on at the Eagle Airport because, man, everybody's excited about that Denver trip just on that front alone, but there's a lot of stuff going on in our community. So here we are with you to find out all the good stuff.
Liz, it's a great way to start my day to be in here, even on a day where it was braving some snowy roads, but everybody's driving pretty slow out there, so it's nice. But the airport just amazes. The team out there amazes me because they are so hardworking and so effective.
Right.
And so you probably seen a few things in the paper, maybe online and social media about what's going on out there. But one of the big things they're working on right now is adding an international terminal.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And so one of the things I'd like to also say about the airport, like that a lot of people probably don't realize, is it's kind of self-funding. So Eagle County taxpayers do not have their tax dollars going to that airport.
They don't.
A lot of what they, so I will say the federal government, so your taxpayers, that, you know, your money that way affects the airport. For instance, the people in the tower, they're FAA, they're federal.
I gotcha.
The federal government helps with, you know, runway building and runway repair. But those terminals, that's on us. And the airport, through fees to the airlines, gate fees, landing fees, the tenants within the airport, that's kind of how they make their money. And those guys are hustling all the time. And so we have ties to Mexico. We have a lot of people who come here from Mexico. A lot of people here like to go down to Mexico. So that's kind of the first market they're thinking about for this international terminal.
Wow.
So they're in negotiations right now, but they're going to have to come up with a lot of money to build an international terminal. It'll be separate from the current building.
Because there'll be customs too involved.
Well, we already have those guys, right?
Okay.
Because they're already over at the Jet Center.
They are.
Because
okay,
we do
good.
have international aircraft coming into that.
That's
Jet
true,
Center.
and the privates too.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll probably be the building next to it.
Okay.
They'll take it down to the studs and build something new and beautiful. And I'm not sure what the destinations will be or what the carrier will be, but it could start as soon as next year in terms of building it.
Wow.
I'm not sure when it would be open,
Right.
but they're already in that kind of permitting process and everything right now, negotiations with the federal government. Yeah, so it's a big deal. The other big deal is, in addition to American and United, we've added 2 additional airlines, Frontier and Alaska. So Alaska is going to take you to Seattle and San Diego. Frontier right now has flights to Dallas, to Denver, and to San Francisco.
Okay.
So what these additions have done is really opened up the West Coast, because we had a lot of stuff going to Dallas, to Denver, Chicago, New York. Now we have these West Coast routes.
This is amazing because some people, I'm one of them, literally gets anxiety about having to take a trip, mostly just because you have to go all the way or take a bus or whatever to Denver and this and that. And it was never really affordable just to take a plane from here to Denver. So we're always finding different ways of getting around. And when it's weather like this, nobody's going to want to make that trip. This is huge for our community in general and for people who want to come in and people who want to just visit or come whatever the deal is. Traveling to and from here is going to be a lot more exciting and affordable and easy.
I'm glad you brought that up because I actually had to fly out of the Denver airport in September, just a random day in September. And nightmare is the cleanest word I can use. So I won't even go into all the details of everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Wow.
I ended up having to fly out the next day because so much went wrong. And I'm like, it doesn't make sense to go to Denver. In addition to all the issues along I-70, that could happen any time of year. Like right now, would not be fun to drive over Vail Pass.
Oh my God, I don't think you can make it, can you?
But even in the summer, you've got trucks that they get the brakes overheating, they catch fire. Yeah. Oh yeah, the construction in September was incredible, going both up to Vail Pass as well as the Eisenhower Tunnel.
Right.
I know people talk about, well, it's so much more expensive out of Eagle. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. And the convenience alone is worth maybe the extra $50 that you're going to pay.
I tell you what, I got round trip to New York at the end of August out of the Eagle Airport. Now, I had to connect in Denver. It wasn't a direct flight. But it was $242.
Oh, my gosh.
So, and my daughter was flying one way. Hers was $119. So I don't know that you're going to get that much cheaper at Denver. And I guess once you start thinking about the time, the gas, the parking.
And the paying for the time, the gas, the parking, or if you take, one of the other forms of transportation, which are great, but it takes a lot longer if the weather's bad or anything. And then you're spending extra money for so much more when you can have this convenience right there, and it takes maybe tops. Most people takes 15 minutes to get to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the other thing they've done at the airport is they've added another restaurant.
What?
So it opened yesterday.
Oh, wow. What is this?
It's Red Mountain Pizza and Provisions. So there's sandwiches and stuff. And it's before you go through security. So it's across from check-in.
Yeah, I just literally read this last night and it's coming back to me. Yes, there's a pizza joint.
Absolutely. And so if you're down Valley and you want to get a bite to eat or stop in for a drink, you can pop in there.
And it's nice to know that you have a nice hot meal there now too, because snacks are great, but sometimes you just want to just sit down and get something comforting. And who doesn't want comfort food when they're going on a flight anywhere?
Absolutely. The other thing they did is they did add a pay on exit parking system for the short-term parking.
Wow.
So before, it was kind of wonky. You'd go park, then you'd have to go to the kiosk, and then you'd have to
remember your
I'm going to be here
license tag
4
number.
days. And sometimes I'm bad at math, I get that wrong. And so now it's you take the ticket, you park. Now there's short-term A, which is the closest, short-term B, which is almost as close. Short-term A is the only one that went up, $10 a day.
All right.
It was $8 before, and B is still $8. Long-term parking, you do still have to use the kiosk for that, and that's $6 a day. But a little bit more convenient, less to worry about in terms of have I calculated the right number of days. Or, if you think, okay, well, I'm leaving at 10, I'm coming back in at 10, but then your flight's late.
You never know what's going to happen. And I have to say, we flew out of Eagle not too long ago, and we go to the kiosk and we realize we don't remember our license tag number.
Oh, yeah.
We literally, in the air at our layover, called the local police department to get our tag number so we could register the car for the parking. We didn't. So try and remember that. Put that somewhere on your phone so you remember that, because that's big. I mean, really.
No, more than once I've made my daughter run back out to the car. And, what's our license plate number?
It's so true.
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. So all of this great information about the Eagle Airport just makes us excited and happy. Now, is there anything else that you want to chat about that's going on? We have a couple minutes left.
Yes. Cottonwood Pass closes on December 2nd.
Okay.
And I'm letting people know now because of the weather outside right now.
Yeah.
It's not closed yet, but keep in mind they don't do any weather maintenance on that road.
Oh.
It's it's a spicy road to begin with.
Spicy, I like
that. It's a lot of drop-offs, no guardrails, dirt in places. So it runs between Gypsum and the Roaring Fork Valley. Half of it's in Eagle County, the other half's in Garfield County. So we're to put our gate down on December 2nd. You drive it at your own peril, I guess. I have a faux SUV, so I've never driven it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that's happening on the 2nd. County offices are going to be closed next week for the Thanksgiving holiday. We'll be closed Thursday and Friday.
Good.
The landfill will be only closed on Thursday. They'll be opening back up on Friday.
Well, that's convenient for everybody because they want to get rid of everything that they had for their beautiful dinners and everything else like that. So that's incredible. One more quick thing. Anything else?
The Low Income Energy Assistance Program. If you or somebody you know needs help with their energy bills, there is help for them. Go to eaglecounty.us. If you go to our landing page, you'll see information about that program and links to how you sign up for it. And it'll give all the parameters. If your family's this size and you make this much income, it'll let you know. You'd be surprised at what levels people are eligible for this program. So it's worth checking out.
This is amazing news. And for people, I mean, there's nothing greater than this community. There's so much altruism here and so much giving, and I can't thank you enough. Claire Noel from the Eagle County government, everybody. You are such a wonderful light. Thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thanks for having me on, Liz.
Everybody check out Eagle County government and check out all of the flights and the information from the Eagle County Airport and all the other great stuff. Thank you so much for being here with us. As always, lots of love. It's Claire Noble, everybody, and we'll be right back on Good Morning Vail here. Oh, we're going to close the show. Have a great day, everybody. Be safe on the roads, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all.